I'm just going to switch my screen over and just show you a little bit about the self-assessment. So if you do it yourself or you're helping out producers, you know exactly what's going on. So to start off, once you're logged into LPA, into the LPA database, if accreditation is due, so it's available 6 months before accreditation is due, but if it's due, this is the accreditation screen that will pop up when you log in. As you can see, there's 3 main steps: do the self-assessment, do the declaration, and make the payment. They can also access the learning modules down the bottom, so that's always available there for them to complete at any time as well for free. To start it off, I have answered some questions just to speed up the kind of process, but effectively it's as simple as hitting the start button. Just bear with the computer. I'm actually on our test environment, so it might be a little bit slower than normal. So the first thing that's going to pop up is a prompt, and that prompt is trying to get producers to keep in the front of their mind they need a biosecurity plan, which is a part of their LPA accreditation. So if they have already uploaded one, it'll just go, it's already done, and move forward. They have the option to complete it online using the online tool here. I'll upload a document, or they can skip it and then just simply answer the biosecurity questions that come up in the self-assessment. So they do provide the biosecurity plan. It will skip out those biosecurity questions, so it shortens the time that they have to do that self-assessment. So uploading is pretty simple. You hit the button, upload the file, or drag and drop it if that's more their style as well. Once you hit upload, it says it's great, and then they can continue on. And so what that will do, and I'll show you that in just a second, is it will actually remove those biosecurity questions from the self-assessment because we know that they've met that biosecurity requirement. So this is the self-assessment section that asks the questions. So you can see it's built into sections that go through the different parts of the LPA standards. So it'll not ask some questions and ask other questions based on the species that producer has. So for example, we don't have a biosecurity section in here anymore because the biosecurity questions have been answered, but effectively there's questions at the front that ask the producer just to confirm information about themselves, confirm the species they have, and that helps customize the self-assessment as well. So effectively they just next through all of the questions until they get a green tick along everything. I've answered all of these ones. I won't take you through all of them, but if you do an accreditation or help someone out with one, you'll get to see that in full-fledged. There's links here as well within the information that's provided, so those resources are available at the touch of your fingertips. We'll just answer some questions, so it's not too difficult. Ignore the red bar, that's because it's on the test site. It asks questions around the animal welfare training, or have they been through the training, so you can answer the question to the best of their ability, and they simply go through those questions until they've finished all of them. We'll just answer these ones relatively quickly. And then there's a question at the end, and we've moved fit to load at the end because we feel it fits a little bit better with welfare, but it does give them access to the MLA fit to load guide. So there's, again, resources in and around that. We're asking questions around how they load them onto the facilities, all those sorts of things. So we go through all of the standards that the producers need to meet, and potentially how it intersects with moving livestock through the supply chain as well. Which is they get this finalised. Once they're finished, they finalise it. Then they come to the LPA declaration, which is basically just noting that they understand, they've read the rules, they know their obligations, they agree to have an audit if they get selected, and all of the requirements. Then they pay the fee. I'm going to use a fake credit card that works on our test site. So if you're trying to use it for online shopping, it won't work, but we'll see where the test site takes us. It does give a prompt if they haven't got MSA accreditation. It lets them order their NBD books here as well if they want to do that online. I go finalise. Confirm their contact details. And then let's just pay with our fake credit card. what happens after the payment screen, they're prompted into providing us some feedback. They don't have to, of course, to try and improve the process. And once they're all completed, they'll get their certificate, they'll get their invoice, they get all their emails saying that they're accredited for the next round of accreditation. And then they also can download the LPA recommendations report as well. So if they click on this button, it's actually going to generate that report that's got all the customized guidance in it based on the answers in the self-assessment that they've just completed. So it's a really great tool to allow giving producers that customized guidance and information right into their hands. And equally, if you want to see that one yourself and you're a producer, you can actually download it and use it if you like as well. It's taking a little bit to download. There we go. Hopefully that's shared properly, but effectively it now provides all the information and links to resources that potentially might help the producer. So if they clicked on this link here, it would take them to the property risk assessment tools and things like that. So they can basically run through all the recommendations. This is obviously a fake one, but we're trying to put more information in the hands of the producers so everything's a little bit easier and better